Find it! Find it! It's here somewhere!
Fucking give me a break.
It's too dark. Can't see a thing.
Yes! That's a thing called mouse! Keep looking.
Wait. I think. Aha! I found it!
Finally! Let's get out of here, quickly!
What's going on?
Rarity! I came as soon as I heard. What happened?
Oh, Twilight! It's awful, horrible, dreadful, perhaps even the worst possible thing!
Uh-huh. And that would be...
Why, Twilight? Do I detect skepticism? Well, I shall have you know that last night I became a victim. A tragic, tragic victim. Woe is me! I shall never recover from this injury that's been wrought upon me.
English, Rarity.
I was in the zone, Twilight. But if I must, last night I was stolen from.
Stolen from? What was...
They were stolen, Twilight! Both of them!
Who?
My 2 jewels! True Blue and Opal!
Ahem. Twilight, what Rarity is trying to say is that thieves broke into the Carousel Boutique last night and stole both the True Blue, a large sapphire that she had recently acquired when gem hunting, and Opal, which is her cat.
How could they? How could they? Oh, my poor, poor darling, all alone out there with those ruffians!
I'm gonna go ahead and hope that she was talking about her cat there.
Well, no. I'm afraid we haven't the slightest idea.
Ponyville doesn't really have much of a police force, you see, so we are a little under-equipped to handle something like this. This doesn't happen very often, you know. An investigative team from Canterlot has agreed to look into it, but I'm afraid they won't be here for a few days.
A few days? But the thieves might be long gone by then, and... Wait, is this the same investigative team as last time?
Exactly what happened last time? I can't seem to recall.
The one brought in to investigate the baby that went missing and which ended up being found unharmed in the closet?
Ah, yes, I do recall that, but I'm not sure where you're going with.
The one that somehow managed to implicate Pinkie Pie in a fictional dragon egg smuggling ring?
Well, yes. Yes, that's the one. Think positive, Twilight. They may, perform better this time. Yes, that's the ticket. Well, there's not much for it either way, Twilight. After all, no pony in our town has any experience with this sort of thing. We'll just... Oh, I have so much to do at the moment. I simply can't stay around any longer. We'll get to the bottom of this as soon as that investigative team arrives, Rarity. You have my word.
I'm afraid she's right, you know. We shall simply have to wait it out.
If that investigative team gets their hooves on this case, who knows what ridiculous things they might come up with this time. There has to be a better way. Rarity, I'm on the case.
I beg your pardon, Twilight?
Some pony needs to get to the bottom of this, right? Well,
Twilight, I'm really not sure if that's such a grand idea.
Well, I mean, sure. That particular investigation pretty much involved completely airtight evidence that directly identified the culprits in one go. And it also included an eyewitness who saw almost everything who could lead me exactly to the clues. But it's not like the team from Canterlot will be much better, right?
Forgive me, Twilight, if your words do not inspire a great deal of confidence.
It'll be fine. Don't you worry, Rarity. I'll have this case wrapped up in a jiffy. Mystery novels came through for me then, so surely they'll come through for us again.
Hey!
Gah! Pinky! Where in Equestria did you come from?
Oh, well, I was walking by and I was all, my assistance is needed, and I must fulfill my duty.
Uh-huh. What are you doing?
Helping a pony in need. Duh!
I'm the one who knows something about investigations, not you. Remember what happened last time?
Of course I do, silly. But this time is completely different. I have, wait for it, a walkthrough!
A what?
A walkthrough, silly! For this game, the way things work are completely different than last time.
Pinky, you're talking to some bushes.
Oh, Twilight, I'm not talking to those old things. I'm talking to them, out there! You see what I have to work with here?
You know what? I'm not even going to ask. Just, do your thing, Pinky.
Okie dokie dokie. Well, the first step of any investigation is to move around. You can't find anything if you don't move your little rump to where the clues are. So, to walk places, you first lift your hoof up and move it in front of your other hoof.
Pinky, I'm pretty sure I know how to walk.
Oh, right! But I bet you've never walked like this before. Now, if you want her to walk, well, you just gotta click on the spot you want her to walk to, and she goes. Or, if you want her to keep moving, just press and hold, and she'll walk towards your cursor.
I'm pretty sure I can walk myself.
Oh, Twilight, don't you worry your pretty little head about the details. They'll figure it out, and that's a pinky promise.
Okay, so now we know how to move. Great, but what about, examining evidence?
Oh, that's simple. If you want to talk to someone or look at something, all you gotta do is click on it. Easy peasy. And that's it.
That's it?
That's it. Well, that's not it, but it's it for now, because the other it's come later. You're not...
Okay.
Okie dokie, and I'm off. Bye, Twilight. And I'll see you real soon, too. Catch you later.
That was fascinating, was it not?
That's one way to describe it.
But useful, wouldn't you say? Though I must confess, I still do not believe that this is a good idea.
Don't worry, Verity. I'll get to the bottom of this before that investigation team even gets here.
Can you do that for me, Sweetie Belle? At least until this all blows over. Of course! Leave it to me, Apple Bloom! See ya!
I wonder what those two are talking about. Hey, Apple Bloom. How's it going with the Cutie Mark Crusaders? Done any, epic quests or crusading lately?
Oh, well, no, actually, not really. See, we're kinda on break.
On break? Since when do the Cutie Mark Crusaders take breaks?
Since, well, recently. I mean, every pony's gotta take a break once in a while, right?
How recently?
Pretty recent?
why is she avoiding my questions? Something's not right here. Although, now that I think about it, there's one Crusader I haven't heard anything about today. Say, Applebloom. Do you know where Scootaloo's been?
Nowhere. I mean, somewhere. I mean, not here. I mean, I don't know.
Uh-huh. So, did you hear about what happened to Rarity last night?
Did I? That was an awful thing that happened to her.
Well, don't worry. I'm on the case. And I promise you that I'll find the one who broke that window and stole from her.
Oh, well, good luck with that. Hope you have real good luck there.
That was an odd response. Applebloom, you wouldn't happen to know anything about what happened, would you?
Huh? Course not. Why would you think I'm not telling you something, huh?
Because you just told me that you're not.
Hold it!
Pinky, what in the world are you doing?
I'm pressing you for information, Buster! Or at least that's what the walkthrough says. I'm not...
Another lesson from Professor Pinkie Pie?
Yupperoonie! This time we're talking about interrogations! Are you excited? I'm super duper excited with a strawberry on top!
Don't you mean cherry?
No, I don't really like cherries.
But I mean the whole ride home with Rarity. Never mind. Let's just get this over with.
Okie dokie dokie! Now, the walkthrough says that interrogations are a super special thing where you've got to try to wring the truth out of your opponent. And you do this with your mind, Twilight! Your mind!
Sure. So, what do I do?
Well, she's about to tell you something that totally isn't true! Well, part of it at least. And it's your job to figure out what that part is! Once you find a statement that doesn't fit with the evidence you have available, you'll want to present that evidence against that statement. Like so! Zam! Powie! Pizzazz!
Can I do it without that last part?
Well, if you want to be boring, sure!
Boring is fine. Boring is great.
Oh, and if you think you need your opponent to talk more about something they said, you can always select Press for Info, and you'll get them to talk, like me! I love talking!
I've noticed.
And that's all for now! But remember, you gotta use pizzazz! Otherwise, you're not a real investigator!
Duly noted.
Jeez! Do something to liven her up a bit, would ya? She's a...
I thought she'd never leave. Okay, Applebloom. Time to find out what you're hiding. Applebloom, I need to ask you about where you were around the time of the crime.
Huh? How come? I'm not a suspect, am I?
No, I just need to know. Procedure and all. That makes sense, right?
Sure, I guess. I wasn't really doing a whole lot yesterday, to be perfectly honest. Most of my day was spent with Applejack helping her on the farm. I had homework to complete for school after that, so I was pretty much just doing that for the rest of the day. So, I don't know if I can really help you much here, Twi. Awful sorry.
I know for sure that Applebloom is hiding something from me here. The only question is, what?
I wasn't really doing a whole lot yesterday.
think we should start with what happened last night.
Of course, darling. What would you like to know?
Could you describe exactly what happened and what you saw?
Well, I'm afraid there isn't much to tell. I was sleeping in my bedroom when suddenly I heard a shrill crash from downstairs. I went downstairs to investigate, and what did I find but my house overturned and ransacked, my prized jewel gone, and my beloved opal essence missing as well. Oh, Opal! Mama's coming soon!
Perhaps I should ask more specifically about what was stolen. And that was everything there is to speak of?
No, nothing, I'm afraid. So sorry, Twilight.
That sounded awfully suspicious. Rarity, are you hiding something?
Hi!
Pinky, what are...
Ooh, can I guess too?
Pinky, just get on with it.
Get on with what?
Aren't you here to tell me what to do here?
Nope. Why? What's going on?
Well, for one, I think Rarity's hiding something from me.
Oh, you mean the topic got locked.
The what now?
1 sec. Yeah, here it is. Section 2B of the walkthrough.
I really need to have a look sometime at that strange book she's got there.
Okay, you ready for this? And I mean really, really ready?
Yes?
Okay, here goes. The scroll says that sometimes a character won't want to tell you everything. In other words, they're hiding something from you!
Yeah, I think that was established already.
Oh, well, let's see here. It also says that in order to unlock that topic, you need to present a certain piece of evidence. Do you have it?
Maybe?
Nope, I don't think you do.
Are we done now?
Nope. The walkthrough also notes that sometimes you need to present more than one piece of evidence too. If that happens, then the topic of conversation gets locked with as many locks as pieces of evidence you need to present. 2 locks? Well then, you darn well better present 2 pieces of evidence, Buster. And now that's all the walkthrough says.
Alright, well, thanks, Pinky.
Don't mention it. Anything for a friendly friend. See you soon.
I'd suggest a mental asylum, if I wasn't worried about what she would do to it. Rarity,
Of course.
could you just...
Well, I went to...
And
No.
that? Could you describe everything that was stolen last night?
Of course. First there was True Blue, a regular hunk of a sapphire that shone in the light like a noonday sky. Oh, whatever shall I do without the light of that jewel in my workshop? Second, there was Opal. A great... You must...
I'll do my best. Not...